Here. We're going to do an update on Bitcoin today. So I've just been going through the chart. I've just deleted a lot of the things that we had on there before so we can start again from scratch. Looking really bullish to me now. So let's just have a look at the basics. Okay. Parabolic run up to 20 grand. We're now seeing the reversal and been trying to pick where that reversal ends, trying to make money on the runs up and trying to work out whether we're going to continue or simply bleed down to like an 88% retracement, bringing it down to 3,000. So we've been watching it closely, step by step. Okay. Last week, we broke the head and shoulders here. We had a head and shoulders here and here and here. And we sent out the signal that as soon as we broke that neckline, usually what happens 98% of the time is we'll get the run up from there. And that's exactly what happened. So we placed our buys here. We got in here at 6,800. We got up to here. We took some profit around about, I think it was 11.4 from what I remember. And we spread out our sells on the way back down. So we had 11.4. Then it was around here again, I think 10.4, 10.5. And then we had a last stop loss at 9,800. But I removed that before it fell through because I kind of felt that we may get a reversal on one of the trend lines that I had. I think it was through here. And that's exactly what happened. So I held off there, and then I was looking for a place to maybe improve that position. Because the way I'm playing Bitcoin at the moment is this. I'm still not sure whether we're going to get the continuation up to 20 grand or if we're still going to, see this kind of pattern down to finish the emotional cycle. So what we've got to really do is be prepared for all of it and try to get what we can out of the market. So I sent out a signal that I was looking for sub $10,000 buys around about here. Sorry. Just in here. We never got there. So I then sent out a signal saying that I'm probably going to look around the 10,200, which was right there. So I actually did place some orders at 10,200. I placed some more sub 10, so I didn't get as many as I wanted, but that's what I'll do. I won't just throw everything in it at one price. I'm always looking for the lowest entry I can get. So if we're looking, I'm playing this in an Elliott wave now, okay? So we can see here, okay, that we, just let me get rid of some of these lines here so I can see what's going on. All right. Okay. So we held this 38.2 retracement here by the look of it, okay, which is why I was thinking we may get a bit of a reversal and a bounce back off of here. But that never happened, okay? So for now, what targets are we looking to get in at and what targets are we looking to end at? Okay. So I've been following this trend here, which we bounced off of there. I don't think we're going to get a reversal back down to there at all. So let's have a look at this major trend here. Okay. So there's certain points that we have to get back across until we get into bearish territory. All right. This is one. So you can see on the 6 hour, we've just popped our head above here. Okay. So let's have a look at the Ichimoku cloud on the 6 hour. We've finally climbed out of the red, and this was again why I pulled off my 9,800 stops, was because I was hoping that we'd go sideways along here, which we actually did for a couple of days, and that's why I didn't remove the stop loss. Okay, so we've climbed up out of this green cloud perfectly, found support here at 10,200. So I'm hoping that we basically come back down and tag this yellow line again, something like this. We might get a run and something like that. Okay, so I'm going to place some more orders in there from 10,400 down to 10,190. Okay? Because what I do see happening, okay, so we had a small head and shoulders here. Now, we can see it on all time frames, a bigger one occurring here. Look, even if we go out a bit, okay, okay, so we've got left shoulder, head, right shoulder, which is kind of like we're forming a cup and handle here as well. All right, something like this. Okay. So if we can break this line and get, I can see us having a run up to try to get out of the daily cloud. Right through the middle of here, okay, is what I'm looking for to try to get up to this target here. So let's put some numbers on that. Okay. So again, back to the 6 hour cloud. Okay. So I'm hoping for this to come back down and tag in here. Around about 10,300, 10,250, somewhere in there. Okay? So this is what I'm going to do. Okay? But remember, guys, also, I got in at 6.8 and I took profits up here. So I've got a little bit of room for risk. So even if it breaks down, I can put a stop loss and I've still got profit there. Okay? So everybody's trade is different. If you entered it, 11,000 or 10,500, then we're in different trades, okay? So I'm just trying to find the best place to re-enter, and I'm thinking it may be in there, okay? Right in there. Yeah. Between 10.2 and 10.3, and I'll probably start some orders. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for sub 10,400. And if it takes off, it takes off. I won't chase it, okay? So what are the resistance levels we're looking at on the way? Oh, I don't know what happened there. Okay. Now, also, let's have a look at another sign. What I like to do is put a few factors together, okay? You can't just do it on one thing. So we've managed to get up through the 200-day average. Sorry, the 50-day average, and we've come down and we've found support on it again and bounced off it. So we've got the 200-day average here, and we've now stuck our head above that. Okay, so we may get back down and a tag here again. So I really feel this is going to be the area that we get in to try and get this run up to 15,000. All right. Let me just have a look here quickly. Okay. So this is why I have set my target here. Okay. So the first resistance we're looking at is here. Okay. So what I'm hoping for is a break through this big through this neckline here. Okay. Okay. Right. Sorry, I know there's a lot of lines there. So this is what I'm hoping for. If we can sort of go something like this, if we can get a little bit of a tag down into here, grab some buys, and then I'm hoping for a run over the next couple of days, and we break this next line, and we should shoot up, definitely testing 13,000, 13.2. We may go sideways, we may come down a little, and if we start to fall, we can take some profit there. But I'm looking for 15 to 15,200 on this swing, where I'll take some profit. Now, if we go across and look at the daily, okay, you can see that runs up right between those two clouds. So I'm hoping this will be the run that gets us up there. We may get a bounce off of here and then get our target up into there. All right. So that's what I'm hoping for Bitcoin, guys. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. So you can see there's a lot of strength showing on the RSI. It's looking strong. The daily is just picking up momentum. The 3 daily is getting up there. And the weekly is just turning. So I really do think we're going to get up to this 13.3 and then onto 15. And I would hope that we do it in the next 7 to 10 days. Maybe 2 weeks. All right, on Bitcoin. And obviously we've always got to be prepared for the downside. All right, which is why we try to get these buys as low as we can. All right, so we may fall back through here and get a bounce off of here, as I just said. All right. Now, if we swap over to the logarithmic chart, let's get rid of some of this mess. Okay. Until we can be sure that we're getting back into bearish territory, we really need to break this trend here. So we followed this trend all the way through, and we need to start making a new trend. So this again is in line with my target up here. I'm being a little bit conservative. So it would make sense to come there, maybe even challenge these tops here, which would be 17 grand. So I'm going to take some profit here and then hopefully let the winners ride. And that would be the point I would expect really major resistance at 7.2. And if we can get above this trend and tag and continue on, then we're going to start a new trend. So we're getting there. And I said weeks ago, we got to watch this in steps and stages like a step ladder. Ebb and flow, up and down, because we got to be really careful. And everybody was panicking on this fall down. I told you don't panic. This is going to be a great buying opportunity. And that's kind of what happened. All right, so let's have a quick look at some of the other coins. I'm kind of feeling that Bitcoin Cash could be getting ready to go. So you have a look here. We're completing the emotional cycle here, hopefully. Okay. Hit right on the 88.3, and we seem to have been holding this line here, the 78.6. And if we come in and look at the 1 hour, okay, we can see that we're kind of starting to ramp up here now. Look. All right. So again, watching on the 6 hour, and a lot of these are starting to form Elliott wave again, which is great. So my buy zone still exists in there. I'd probably move it up just a little into here. Don't chase it. Just pull up the Ichimoku cloud. I don't know why my computer's running quite slow today. Not sure why. Okay, let's try again. Bitcoin Cash, come to me, baby. Running very, very, very slow today. May have to clean the computer out. Okay, so let's look at this again. Right. So we're ramping up in there, and we held the retracement. So what I'm looking for is something like this. Getting a buy zone right in there. Getting a nice run up to probably here. Something like that. Okay. Maybe a little bit higher on the third. So I'm probably looking in there to challenge these tops in here. Possibly here. So somewhere like that. Okay, as a first target.